Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Epstein case and Ghislaine Maxwell. There's so much just evidence, information. It's been going on since back in 2007. It's really crazy, and I've been following this case and I've been completely obsessed with it. So I am just going to basically give you the rundown of it, and it's such a high profile case and it's just absolutely stomach turning. So I'm just going to get right into it. Ghislaine Maxwell is a British socialite that was Epstein's right-hand man, best friend, lover, confidant, and she basically helped him groom underage girls. Epstein was a former mogul financier, as you will. It's not really known how he made his earnings and his wealth and how he got so wealthy and powerful. Now, he was actually arrested in July of 2019. A month after his arrest, he was found in his cell dead. It came up that it was, how am I going to say this without getting this video deleted? I'm just going to spell it Suicide. Can't say it because they'll probably demonetize it or delete this video if I say that word. So his victims were all underage, some as young as 14, which is really disturbing. The police started investigating him back in 2007, and what's crazy is back then they actually signed this agreement that was really controversial, and he received a really light sentence of only 18 months, which he ended up only serving 5 months of that, and then he went right back to flying these underage girls out to, you know, his houses in Florida, St. James Island, New York. Ugh. He allegedly would make these girls come and basically lie to these girls and say that they were going to be his personal massage therapist, masseuse, things like that. So him and Ghislaine Maxwell, they would directly target girls that were from poor families, girls from other countries that like couldn't read, couldn't write, didn't really know that was going on, girls who came from bad home lives where maybe their parents didn't care, and they would make big promises to them like, you can make some money, if you work for me you'll have a better life, and then they would spoil them and get them gifts and flaunt their money and their wealth and their power in front of them to make them feel like it could be their way out of the situation that they're already living in. So like I said, they would take these young naive girls that were just in bad circumstances and really take advantage of them, which is really terrible. So they would make them do acts, you know what I'm talking about, and things like that, photos, nude, ugh. So it's speculated that he basically had a list of people that were wealthy, powerful, that he would basically sell these girls to for acts. Scandal includes a lot of wealthy people, and a lot of the documents are starting to get unsealed. So his flight logs just got unsealed, his little black book just got unsealed. So in the flight logs, it shows Bill Clinton was on a flight with 2 young girls to his island. Also has been revealed that Bill Clinton had his own private villa on Epstein's island that they called Pedo Island. Also in the log was Alan Dershowitz, which is a celebrity high-profile lawyer, and he's former Harvard professor and he's well-known, well-respected. He denies all the allegations against him, and so does Bill Clinton. He denies everything as well. Also on the logs are Prince Andrew, and he was actually released from his royal duties, and it's alleged that he has a huge foot fetish, which I'm sorry, I just can't help but laugh at that a little bit. So basically a lot of the victims, because they were so young, he would make them feel like they were indebted to him, which is why they wouldn't leave, but they really didn't have a choice to be able to leave because the island was so secluded. There was nowhere for them to go. There was nowhere for them to run, hide, anything. So now Ghislaine's family, her dad actually was overseas, like a well-respected businessman. He died questionable. They say that he was in a lot of like money laundering schemes and things like that. So she came over to New York and reinvented herself, and she actually did that at the hands of Prince Andrew, is the one who brought her into the socialite scene in New York, and that's how she met Epstein. There was actually a leaked video from ABC news anchor Amy Robach is discussing how she's so upset that she has had these documents on Epstein and knew about all this stuff going on for 3 years. They were going to air it. They had Bill Clinton's name, they had other people's name, and it was a huge deal. And how she firmly believes that he was murdered and he didn't do it himself. But ABC in 2015 basically said, nope, they're not running this story because he has access to so many prominent people, like it's not going to happen. And another reason why they said, she said that the royal family basically threatened them in a million different ways after learning the reports against Prince Andrew. Basically, ABC was afraid that at the time they wouldn't get to interview William and Kate if they aired this special, so they decided to not let it happen and go through with it. It's also rumored and alleged that he has certain ties to the CIA, and I'm really interested as more documents become unsealed what more we're going to find out, and if that's true, which I do believe that it's true, because if you look at all the ties he had, so many connections. And it said that it was all a blackmail scheme to basically get his way, and that if somebody was going to out him, he would say, you can't out me, I have more on you, because it's alleged that he would video everything. There's cameras everywhere. The house, the islands, everything was totally monitored at all times. So he had so much on video that people didn't even really know about. So his death, it's said that he did it himself, but a lot of people don't really believe that he did because there were so many powerful people who might have wanted him dead for obvious reasons, because he would blackmail people all the time. People think that he actually faked his own death and could be living in Israel, which Ghislaine does have ties to Israel. But now Epstein's brother did hire his own pathologist, and the pathologist said that there's no way he could have done it himself because all of the different breaks in his bones and things like that, and where he had trauma, it just would have been impossible. So his death, I feel like I want to make a whole other video on that topic because there's just so much information, but I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of the whole Epstein saga just because there's so much, and I want to keep these videos going of him and just kind of look at each little subject kind of on its own, because each little subject, just there's so much to it, whether it's his little black book, his flight logs, Ghislaine's whole family past, the people in his flight logs. It just, that has so much information just for each person. That's very concerning and strange. So definitely give me a thumbs up if you guys want to see more in-depth videos about this whole scheme. It's just so disturbing and disgusting, and I'm so happy that it's finally all coming out, and hopefully it could come to an end. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.